Yes, people, welcome back to Never a Foul. If you ain't been here before, you know, smash the like, subscribe. You may like the content. And if you are here and you have been here before, then you should definitely know what to do. Because if you don't, then clearly you're a scrub. Just like Arsenal today, collecting your 13th goal.
Priorities.
What? What did I say that was wrong?
I disagree, bro. We got priorities.
Collect another draw. Priorities. Oh, priorities. And what happens when those priorities end up going in the bin?
Have you seen what's been going on with the 4 teams left in the Champions League?
Does Crystal Palace have priorities as well?
Yes, they do.
When do they play?
Their priorities is the FA Cup, my friend.
So basically, like my man said, TGU, yeah, death taxes and Arsenal drawing again. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do. Are you trying to run the invincible record back, or
you know what? On a real 13 draws in 34 games is pretty bad.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's glaringly obvious. It's glaringly obvious what our issue is. In close games, we struggle to bring it home. Now we don't lose, but we struggle to bring it home and get the win. I get that, and it does deserve criticism. But one thing I will say is Arsenal drew today. PSG drew the other day. Inter lost 3-0 to AC Milan, and Barcelona won 1-0 versus a team I can't even name. So
what was it?
One thing I've noticed is there's a trend. Majority of the teams that are still in the Champions League, although some of them are focused on winning trophies and winning their leagues or already have their leagues wrapped up, I think the focus has shifted to the Champions League so much.
But your key word, you just said it though. They're already winning a league. So what?
Hey, Inter lost the cup today.
In Napoli, in Napoli, like obviously we'll see where that goes. But I'm just saying that you know what? It's not even just that, yeah.
Can you really get on to Arsenal too much today for drawing?
You wasted. How about this? You wasted my flipping time.
You know what? You at least got to see.
You wasted my time. Mateta's goal was the best thing since sliced bread, yeah. But on my life, Egal, yeah. We're gonna have
some goal was cold also.
Anyways, by the way, we're gonna talk about that Villa stuff with KDB. We'll talk about tomorrow. But we got other stuff to talk about. We're gonna talk about Partey. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Partey new contract that's been opened up. We'll talk about that. We'll mix that in with the Arsenal stuff as well. Chelsea. Oh my god, I can't believe it's only been not even 24 hours. All of a sudden now, Chelsea are leading the race for Dean Howson, so that's happening.
Really?
And also Santa JFM. I don't know how credible he is, when it comes to Italian transfers, but there's this Yildiz talks. There's also little sparks about Mark Gay as well. It's an off rumor. I'm not gonna buy into it too much. No, don't do it because you don't like to hear it. It's still an off rumor. Anyways, can still talk about it. It's still options, isn't it? And we'll still talk about it. And then obviously Liverpool are like 2 points away.
So who reported that Howson's going to Chelsea?
Matt Law. They did say he's going there. He literally said that
source.
Big source.
Matt Law is like a Chelsea guy, no?
Yeah, but he's their tier 1, bro. No one's discredited either.
You could even argue he's better than Fabrizio with Chelsea.
With Chelsea news, he'll be the first on it. It's like us and Laurie Whitwell. It's the same kind of thing. You know what I mean? It'll be the thing is. Leading a race doesn't mean you're going to finish the race. Something else could happen meantime. But you never know. But Liverpool and Chelsea, you know what the maddest thing is, I'm sorry, when Monts gets here, anyway, big up Fam Zone. I think they just raided us, by the way, and so did BSB. So love for that. Liverpool fans, I need Liverpool fans to reel you in a little bit, and I need your honest opinions. If Chelsea beat you to another signing, that you want, how do you lot really feel? Because at this point, it's a mad disrespect. You get it?
Liverpool win the league and they don't have Paul.
All right, no. Before Monts gets in here, don't let him do
win
that.
The league and they don't have Paul.
No. We can't let Monts do. Can't let Monts do the thing where he's like, "You don't beat us to signings, but we beat you to trophies and stuff like that." We can't let him do that today because I'm not having that. We're not having that today. He uses the same excuse every single time. It might be true. It might be true, but I'm not gonna lie today.
V, keep your powder dry because there's no guarantee he comes to your club.
That's it. Keep your powder dry,
Listen, my powder's soaked, bro. No pause.
That's
but still.
What? If Dean or D was in this very room right now listening, yeah, I thought.
Okay, the guy's Spanish. If the Spanish club
hold on, Egal. We're not skipping past that one. What did you just say?
I don't actually use red card. But I don't know why I said it,
brother. Let's talk Egal, man.
Bro, that was mad. That was mad.
That's the what. By the way, we're not related no more. That is the worst howler of 2025 yet. I'm not having that sort of business or never a foul for another 5 minutes. You got too much dip on your chip, my bro.
Man,
Egal. Anyways, let's talk. Anyways,
is Chelsea the best location for his career though?
Who? I don't know. You know, I don't know. But we'll talk about it because I want Monts to be in here, and I know Lee's gonna have an opinion when he jumps on as well, Paul's and whatnot. And you know what I'm saying. But let's talk about Arsenal quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got one question. Yeah. He's not having his best seasons to his standard. Yeah, but has Gabriel transferred his Bozo gene to Saliba? No, on a real gal. Has he transferred his Bozo gene? Because
you know
there's a little bit too much going on with Saliba and some of these mistakes. You know what I mean? You're talking about focus is on over that side, but that's not good preparation. Saliba tax is moving mad. When I'm looking at Kivio, I'm thinking, I feel sorry for you, Kivio, this time. Not Kivio even you, Saliba. He's carrying you, man, at the back at the moment. And Timber too. Timber's class, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Saliba is saying to himself, we're good. We're going to win this game. Focus is not fully there. Switches off and makes a mistake versus Real Madrid. Makes a mistake in this game. And if I'm not mistaken, he also made a mistake. Was it against Brentford?
Yes.
So that's 3 games making mistakes. Literally costing us a goal in 2 of them. And I'm just looking at Saliba. I'm saying, yo, you need to get your head switched on. You can't be letting yourself switch off and just be like trying to coast. Because I think we were coasting too much. We're coasting in the game, just trying to get the game over with, trying to not reserve energy. And I don't know if I don't want to make excuses. I don't think it's tired. I don't think it's anything to do with him being a bozo. I just think it's the state of the game and the priority and the stakes in this game were not that high. And I think he just switched off. Versus Real Madrid, when we're 4-0 up, is when you're the most vulnerable. You're so up that it's like, even if you concede 1 goal, it's like they're not coming back. You know what I mean? So it was like kind of like we scored that 4th goal on aggregate, and then it was like, immediately we made a mistake, and it was like, fucking hell. I thought we're gonna win this without even conceding, but fair play to Real Madrid. They scored a silly goal, and the game versus Brentford. I just think we don't care about the league as much. I know it's sad to hear.
I hear it. You know what it is, yeah.
I think Arteta put out a good team. He put out a really strong team, but Saliba, Martinelli.
Martinelli was actually all right. He's been
Saliba, Martinelli. What do you call it? Raheem Sterling.
Martinelli's been creeping up with some of these performances, you know. I'm not gonna lie.
No, but today's performance was not that great. Raheem Sterling.
No.
Raheem Sterling. You guys are gonna struggle to get a single penny for Raheem Sterling. He's so bad.
I don't want a penny. I want his
wages. It has gotten to the point where if you get a shilling, a Somali shilling for Raheem Sterling, I'll be surprised. That's how bad he is.
Hey, should we see how much is a Somali shilling in pounds?
They actually use US dollars in Somalia now. They don't even use shillings.
I'll swear down. All right, we're gonna do it. Let's find one, anyways. I can find it. So one. Oh my god. 100 Somali shillings is 13p.
I'm just telling you, you're gonna struggle.
Listen, that's why when you man were getting gas,
you're welcome Liverpool. Like they did something.
What did Crystal Sterling, man? And we tried to tell
Crystal Palace tweet? What did
Crystal Palace tweeted? Thank you. You're welcome Liverpool. Like they did a favor for Liverpool.
Swear down. What for that time when they drew 3-3 with them and made them lose the league? Raw. That's a little. That I wouldn't have that. Chris Damble's trying to haunt you again.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, man.
I hope Crystal Palace go far in the FA Cup and lose.
I want them to win it because you know why I need them to win it, because Saturday's full of rubbish, yeah, and I need Josh to lose again just for some algorithm in it. So that's why. But bar that, you know, with Arsenal, it's more of a nitpick at this point, yeah. And it's like, but at the same time, let's not act like you wasn't drawing before the Madrid tie, yeah. I think that's fair to say, innit? You was drawing before, and your performance weren't great. Your attack's looking a little bit shifty. Without Saka, we know what it looks like. Without Marino at the moment, so it's like, for me, a little bit, it's like you can just see just a gaping hole in your attack, and it's not even. It's just a quality issue at this point. Trossard coming up with some of the goods, obviously, with his finishes. Don't ever allow that man to have space at the edge of the box, please. If he shifts it, it's gonna probably go bottom bins. Yeah, your defense as well. It's already mint. It's just an off day. It is what it is. It's just, for me, it's like, when I look at some of your patterns, technically, like, you would love to say that word, these patterns, when it comes to the attacking display, there's always some sort of breakdown somewhere. Like it's a little bit lackluster or clueless, or you're waiting for a magical moment from someone, a little bit of individual brilliance, rather than crossing the ball and hoping for the best. Do you get to get what I'm saying? A little bit.
100%. I'm looking at Arsenal. I'm seeing the attempts, the amount of attempts we take per game, the amount of chances we create throughout the season, the quality of chances that we have. We don't generate enough quality chances, and we don't take enough opportunities in the final third. We really, this season, I don't know if you guys know this, Arsenal have no 10 goal, no player in the Arsenal team has 10 Premier League goals after 34 games in the league. It just goes to show you how poor our attack has been. There's teams lower down the table. I'm talking about Tottenham, who are in 16th, have 2 less goals than us this season. They're in 16th.
They've got Brennan Johnson, Solanke, and Son up top, by the way.
And they have 3 players that have more than 10 Premier League goals. Don't forget it, though. If Bukayo Saka, Kai Havertz, and these guys were fit, it might be a little bit of a different story. But regardless, Arsenal have a big problem up front. We need to go get a striker. We need to improve the left wing. And we need to get a better front 3 to even try to go and get everything we need to get going forward. Now, don't forget, just because I say that doesn't mean we can't go and still win the Champions League. The issue we have is breaking down low blocks. And the only team remaining in the Champions League that would play a defensive block against us, a mid block against us, is Inter. That's why I don't want to face Inter. But in the Premier League this season, the teams that we've drawn to or lost points to, look at some of the teams. They're tactically very well defending teams that defend very well, teams that play good defensive blocks. Crystal Palace play a really good defensive block. Nottingham Forest play a really good defensive block. Everton play a really good defensive block. If you look at what Manchester United did in the league versus us, you guys defended very well for in that game where you drew. I
wouldn't say Crystal Palace played a low block today, though. Like, they played between the lines very well, quite smoothly.
No, I'm saying they're known for defending. Like, these are teams.
I know.
Newcastle's known for defending well. Some Fulham, they played really well versus us in that game back in December. Everton also drew. We drew against them. Brighton, the 1-1. Honestly, that was just down to poor finishing and a shit refereeing decision that got us under the couch. Chelsea, when we drew to Chelsea the first time when we went to Stamford Bridge, I was actually impressed with how well Chelsea played against us. They went toe-to-toe against us. Even though we're up, we gave them majority of the ball. We gave them much of the chances. And a really nice strike got them the goal. So fair play. I thought we were going to come out of that game with a...
You look tired as well. I'm not going to lie. Like, today, I don't know if you're on the beach. Sometimes it's like, is that just a cop-out in a little way to say, to cover up a poor performance potentially? Like, you did score a couple goals today. Like, you scored enough goals today to win a game. 2 at home. It should be enough to secure your win, yeah? But it's like, I look at Declan Rice. He looks knackered. Like, at this point, he looks knackered. Like, is it just me? He just looks knackered.
We got what is it? The 29th. Next Tuesday, we play our next game. So we have pretty much a week to play with no football. We don't have a game until the PSG game. So this was the last game before the PSG game. So let's be honest, bro. The priority is the PSG game. I know we don't want to hear it, but when we play Bournemouth at home, I wouldn't be surprised if it's another draw or if it's another poor performance, or like when we play Liverpool after the PSG game, that's probably when we're going to see us liven up again if we get to the final, because then we have a bunch of games until the final. But really and truly, from now until the second leg of the PSG game, the priority is going to be the Champions League. And if you see Arsenal rotating in the Premier League or dropping points, really and truly, who's going to catch us? Who's going to come in second?
When Arsenal rotate heavily.
If Arsenal finishes and win the Champions League and we come in third and Man City finish above us, will anybody care that Man City finished above us?
No, really.
The league's done, innit? There's no point. Realistically,
so
we will know this.
The elite mentality is to focus on the competition you can win.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But as well, I got one more player I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Martin Overdraft. Honestly, this guy,
You're not gonna pick up Kivior?
No, I said no, Kivior. I said it in a way like Kivior was the good one. Like he's the one that's been carrying Saliba at the moment. For me, do you know what I mean?
He's been good, man.
He's balling so much that we either are gonna sell him for really good money and be in for this Dean Huijsen guy, or we just keep Kivior.
Don't kid yourself.
Yeah,
don't kid yourself.
Hey, where is Huijsen source ain't going nowhere at the moment, But see this Martin Overdraft guy, This guy started to piss me off, you know.
You're overdoing it with the Odegaard stuff.
No, do you know what it is?
It's so bad.
It's personal.
You're overdoing it.
It's personal. It's personal. Do you know why it's personal? Because see, last year, I put my neck out for this guy, you know. Like I put my neck out for this guy. I was thinking, I'm like, bro, this guy is what it is. This guy is it. This is him. I am him. This is him, for me, And for me, it's like, bro, you let me down, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The guy, like, you let me down. Right. There's nothing more to it. You're moving like a scrub. It's like game after game after. Like, look, he's allowed a bad season, isn't it? In my opinion, he's allowed a bad season. Is that established? Is that allowed to say? But this guy is pissing me off. Like every time I watch him, I'm bored. Like we talk about Anthony. You talk about Anthony, doing spin, But this guy's doing the same shit.
All right. Can I respond?
Of course.
Today he's getting scapegoated because on the pitch, Raheem Sterling was worse than him. On the pitch, Martinelli could have had a goal and an assist.
It's not about who's worse.
He came out with nothing. On that pitch, Saliba gave away a goal pretty much and put him under pressure and put him in a bad situation. On that pitch, David Raya was making silly mistakes, but he also saved us at times. And don't forget, Odegaard, as bad as he was, he came out of this game with the opening goal. He set up the assist. And yes, he conceded the goal because he lost the ball, but really and truly, it wasn't. So he wasn't in control of it in the first place. He got put in a very dangerous situation where most players, 9 times out of 10, get put in that situation. They're already in trouble. Like I'm not looking at Odegaard today and saying he's the problem. I'm looking at the forward line, and I'm looking at the players in the forward line not being able to finish. And Martin Odegaard, as a player who's supposed to be a creator, as a midfielder dictator, yes, he's had a poor season. He's not scored.
But he's your captain, bro. Like he's your captain, and at some point, I don't know how you feel about him. I'm just talking about from what I see, and it's not even an agenda or nothing like that. The fuck is that shit? Anyway, it's not even an agenda or anything like that. It's just more like if I'm looking at a captain at a top club. I don't know if you agree, Specs, or disagree, or VD in there. Anyone in the chat, please like get involved with your comments as well. Like the video. What likes are we on? We're on some horrendous likes. That's what we're on at the moment. It's like sometimes I want you to step up and be a damn captain. And maybe he is off the pitch. Maybe he's just doing his bit. I can't tell.
You've been to the game. You see how much Odegaard.
I look at Gabriel, and I say that's the captain on the field, bro. That's the real captain.
No, but that's a positive. That's a positive because you have so many leaders on the pitch.
Yeah, and he's Odegaard the leader. You give him the armband.
Would you put Odegaard the leader on the pitch again?
No, I'm saying Arsenal have so many leaders. It don't matter.
No, but would you call? I'm asking you a question. Would you say is he for you? Is he your leader?
Wave your arms high. Like who cares?
Bro,
I'll do that.
At the end of the day, the captain is picked by the players at the beginning of the season. They pick him,
and they're bozos.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Listen, if Declan Rice was there the season before, I guarantee you. Well, it was, the season before they picked or whatever.
Yeah, because he was new.
Odegaard wouldn't be captain. Yeah. And if Gabriel grew into his role, he wouldn't have been the captain.
I think the whole captaincy conversation is a little bit redundant because you have so many leaders on the pitch. You can show you don't necessarily need a vocal captain in every single area of the pitch when you already have Gabriel.
It's not even about being vocal though. It's about
Odegaard,
doing stuff
showing
on
up,
the pitch,
bro.
though.
Get me?
It's about showing up on the pitch and saying, "Listen, I wear the captain's armband. This is how you lead by example, innit? This is what."
I think Odegaard showed up today. The problem is not Odegaard today. The problem today was there's players in the forward line that were completely ineffective and couldn't do anything.
So how does the front line?
Do you think your players are? Do you think your players are slightly tapped out now? Because the league's pretty much
they're
done.
fully prioritizing the Champions League to the point where we played a strong team today. We tried to win the game, but when we're 2-1 up, the intensity is not there.
So it could be a mental thing where they want to play, but it's just like they kind of tapped out, which is dangerous as well because you got some kind of momentum and a bit of consistency to go into. You get me? So
don't get me wrong. Declan Rice, for example, he's pissed if we concede a goal. Certain guys, they're looking around, they're pissed when we concede a goal. But Saliba, I'm looking at Saliba, I'm saying, bro, what are you doing? This is unlike you.
What you say? Wait, what you say? Wait, hold on. What are we saying, man? His mind's already in Madrid.
No.
Don't tell the girl that.
Don't care.
Saliba, Real Madrid, no, they don't have the facilities to post Saliba this summer. They don't. They don't have the money to go and splash the cash, 100+ million on William Saliba this summer. They don't.
Why not?
They know that.
It's Real Madrid.
You'll find it somewhere.
Real Madrid just got humbled by Arsenal. William Saliba seen that those 2 free kicks go into the top corner. He said, "Why am I going to this club?"
Come on, Egal.
Egal. Respectfully. Yeah, respectfully, Henri saw you losing a final, kissed the badge and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not going nowhere just to leave.
I'm not. Wallahi, I genuinely am not worried about William Saliba. I'm not worried about William Saliba going anywhere until 2027.
But in context, Egal, you can't just not just about Saliba in general. You can't just say because you have a team over 2 legs and a player don't want to go there because he's like,
Real Madrid's a big club. I understand where Real Madrid are as a club. But don't underestimate Arsenal's current state.
You're not Madrid.
Don't underestimate the current state Arsenal's in and where we're headed. And certain players are saying certain players are so invested in the current situation that I don't see them leaving for another 2 years minimum.
Never say never though.
I'm not being funny yet. Are you saying Arsenal got bigger pool?
I think Isak leaving Newcastle is a much better chance than Arsenal ever selling Saliba before 2027.
I think we're the same level, bruv. No difference, to be honest.
I think it's the exact same level.
Both guys both won the same amount of cups in certain amount of years.
Know yourself, bro.
What's the difference right now between Arsenal and Newcastle?
No, do you know the thing?
Take your own advice. You said know your level. You just spoke about Madrid like there's some little dickhead.
Like you know what I mean? Because they won a game, you know. Listen, we smoked Real Madrid. Rudiger still went there.
No, he went there because you guys got sanctions and your club was going downhill, bro.
It's the same thing with Enzo Fernandez.
If your owners weren't forced to sell the club, best believe Rudiger and all these guys are not leaving, bro.
I'm not saying Saliba would leave yet.
Am I wrong?
So that is true.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I'm not saying Saliba's gonna leave or nothing, yeah. But see that statement that you made there, that's horrendous. As much as probably whatever we've said is horrendous.
Real Madrid themselves have briefed the media saying they know they're not going to be able to get Saliba this summer.
Yeah.
They're trying to get him next summer on a cheaper deal or in 2027 on a free.
We know how they're moving. We know how
they themselves know they have to pull a Trent to get Saliba because they know they can't spend the money to get him now.
And that's
they know they might not even if they do offer us money next summer, they know we're not probably going to accept it. So I'm not out of pocket by saying Saliba's not going nowhere right now. And I think you guys are underestimating the situation currently at Arsenal. We're not really that far off. We're not that far off from Arsenal not only getting over the line, but being the complete team. You see the defense, you see the midfield, literally is just missing that final piece of the puzzle, the attack. And this is how a team is built. You don't build the team from the attack down to the defense. You build the team from the defense up. We built the team the right way. Now, once we get those final pieces with the attack this summer, people are going to say, you know what? Their Arsenal team we've been looking at for the last 3 years. This is
finally. But you've been moving goalposts for the last 3 years. So that's the same thing.
No,
you keep saying
I have not been moving goalposts.
Yes,
What's
you do.
What's been happening is the club didn't go and sign a striker last summer. They didn't fucking sign a striker 2 summers ago. That was of the level to win us a league, because we were going from challenging for top 4 and we straight just jumped into challenging for the league. We weren't ready for that in 2022, 2023.
But again, when you strengthen, do you say like you go again? Believe me, bro. When you man strengthen, other teams will be strengthening, bro. The likes of Newcastle.
And I've heard this. I've heard
you before say the same way you're saying.
I've heard this every year, but wallahi, I don't think you guys realize how equipped Arsenal is. We are so close to dominating. Like domination.
So
like when I say the 13 draws are a significant showing of what our issue is this season. Not having that final piece to finish off games, not having that final clinical goal scorer to get us that winner, not having that final difference maker.
Who's that final piece again?
Arsenal have a solid midfield. Arsenal have a solid defense. Still the best defense in the league this season.
You want a striker, basically.
So and one of the best defenses in Europe.
But that doesn't defeat what you said originally. You said
we're missing that final piece. And everyone who's sitting here and saying, Saliba might leave, this person might leave. You underestimate Arsenal's current situation.
No. Yeah, but your current situation is that he's got 2 years left on his deal. And you said, by the way, so I like how you tried to deflect. You tried to deflect.
There's 2 years plus an option for a third.
That's great and all, but that's not what you originally said. You originally said that what's it called about?
I'm not worried.
You said that because Saliba saw Declan Rice slap 2 top bins against him and he's humbled him. Why would he go to Madrid over? That's exactly what you said, by the way.
Guarantee you, that you did. 100 million bid for Saliba. He said, "Let me go."
Usually, people go over there when they can't beat him, like Trent. You don't jump ship. You don't jump ship in your team. You don't usually see guys jump ship this early. I'm not gonna say
your biggest legend of your club jump ship. What are you on about?
Yeah, because he already accomplished everything he could accomplish except for the Champions League at Arsenal. When he left Arsenal, he left the club legend. Saliba is not leaving Arsenal, my friend.
But you just said the same. So why haven't you used that? Why haven't you said the same breath for Trent then? You just literally tried to throw shade on Trent, but why didn't you use the same reference as Trent? He's won everything at Liverpool.
Yeah,
literally everything.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, isn't it? Like the same way you just tried to do it for Henry and that why he's left and why didn't you just say that for Trent just about 2 minutes ago?
No, because my whole point is for them to get Saliba, they're gonna have to pull a Trent. They're gonna have to come and get him when his contract runs down.
Oh yeah. Obviously the money situation. But I'm you know what? I'm not. By the way, I'm not even trying to throw shade on Arsenal in anything. By the way, no. I'm not. But you need. I think you need to understand one thing. Yeah, Madrid offers not just money and the rest of it and every luxury that you can think of in the world at a top.
You know
club,
something?
Yeah? No, wait one sec. They offer sunny weather, happiness. Everyone knows when you're in the sunshine, your mental health goes up as well. Yeah.
And their PR is mad.
Bare Iberian babes, everywhere, by the way, and all sorts. The collective Latinas and that, everywhere. Not just that, because we know how man moves. Bro, when man would you come calling, They only knock once, my bro. Like, they don't come knocking twice. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime offer. Whether it's Man United, City, you lot, whoever it is, bro, if my man wants you, they are going to get him one way or another. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say that Arsenal, a small club, small time, bro. Real Madrid, this is how it's. This is it. This is what they built over like the last 70, 80 years of their obviously of a successful existence, bro. This is it. This is what you're getting, bro. It is what if Isak saw Madrid coming for him, bro. Transfer request is coming in, bro. I'm sorry.
And people will do the same thing. Put the transfer.
Arsenal right now is not in a state where we're going to be selling.
You know what I mean? It's the exact same.
We're not a selling club right now.
Exact same.
We're not a selling club.
You're a selling club.
It got to be a selling club, bro. Them man come calling.
Everyone wants to, bro. You think my man don't want to go link up with his boys like Camavinga and Chouameni and all these man, bro? Man's gone.
And
I'm not saying you have to sell him though, but you said don't underrate your position, but you have to rate the position, not underrate it because
it's crazy. You said that Arsenal ain't a selling club, yeah, but Newcastle ain't a selling club. But no matter what, no matter how many times Newcastle say, listen, we ain't a selling club, Arsenal fans that think they will snap Isak up like that.
Wallahi,
they think they'll have him up in a second.
Crazy.
I'll tell you this right now.
By the way, every Newcastle fan
I'll be 100%.
Loves you right now.
I'll be 100%. Nobody at this point is saying Newcastle selling Isak to Arsenal. Everyone's accepted the fact.
It's all I've heard all season. It's all I've heard all season.
Because people all season had expectations that they weren't gonna get Champions League football, or there might be a chance, but there's no chance. Isak's staying at Newcastle. No Chelsea, no Arsenal, no Man United, no Liverpool, no fucking Barcelona or Real Madrid are coming for Isak, bro. Let's be real. He gets Champions League football. He's staying. And when it comes to Saliba, I hold the same level. No club that comes in for any Arsenal player at this moment in time that we don't want to sell is going to be sold, especially if they're under contract, unless they specifically say, I want out and I want to fucking leave. That's it.
I think Saliba will do that quietly. You don't think he'll do that? If Arsenal say you're not having him, you think he'll sit there quiet like a little church mouse, like Mark Murphy. But he'll make up noise, bro. I promise you. There's no leading.
All right. Same way Isak's gonna make up noise and say, "I want to go chill with my Eritreans."
What, bruv? With who? What team is that?
Do you think there's any Eritrean mandem in Newcastle? He probably wants to come to London, bro.
Hey, he wants to go to Croydon, fam.
Arsenal ain't Madrid, bro. So
he wants to come back to South London and chill. You seen how he speaks? He's definitely chilled in South London.
Egal, are you gonna keep like saying like, because every time you speak about a final piece is needed, like you've been saying it for like 3 years now.
All right.
By the way,
am I wrong?
Are we just gonna keep adding years on? No.
But are we gonna act blind and say that this team is complete?
Your team's not complete.
No.
No team's complete. Liverpool's not complete.
Our team's not complete.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone will strengthen, bro. The same way you're missing piece.
And you know what? You don't necessarily need everything to be perfect to win. Congratulations, you guys did well.
This isn't even about Liverpool. I'm just saying we're not a perfect team. Why does everything need to be perfect for you to win?
No, you don't necessarily need perfection. Sometimes you need anomaly seasons also.
You guys
had an anomaly season. You had an anomaly season with Mo Salah doing what he's doing.
Not an anomaly.
We won
5 years ago.
What?
It's not an anomaly.
What anomaly? The most assists in Premier League history is anomaly, no?
No. You said Liverpool. You said Liverpool had an anomaly season. Salah is on the top 5 GA list in the Premier League twice.
Yeah, that is an anomaly. That is not an anomaly.
If you do it twice, it's not an anomaly.
Yeah, Salah's done it twice.
And he's got close to it a few times. So
Nick, by the way, Nick, I hope you got all the time.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong to say Mo Salah is the reason why Liverpool are winning the league this year?
No, that is correct.
No, one of the main
reasons. He's one of the main.
One of the reasons.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean it's an anomaly because we won the league 5 years ago, and Salah 7 years ago got 42 GA with 1 pen. That's not an anomaly.
Bro, my main point is very simple. Arsenal this season, 13 draws is not good enough. We know what our issue is. We still have an elite defense. We still have a solid midfield. The attack has been the issue.
Not with mistakes like Saliba, but it's fine.
Fair enough. Saliba had a mistake in this game.
It's 2 in a week.
What did it really cost us?
I said 2 in a week,
Are we winning the league?
I thought I took longer than me. It's 2 in a week.
I know, but sometimes stepping. You know what it is, yeah.
And if we scam the Champions League without a striker, all you guys have to open your eyes and be like, you know what, Egal might have a point. Because this team, what we're doing in Europe is showing you we're good against the top teams. We struggle against the bottom teams because they play low blocks. And I
personally don't believe sitting on a beach before your major game is a correct way to go about things. Sometimes I feel like you should still be at your best, so you're prepared for the best. It's like this, Everyone here, and get involved in the comments as well. Again, smash the likes. 150, bit smelly when there's over 700 in it, right? When you're playing pro clubs, and you keep playing rubbish. You keep playing rubbish opposition. 5-0, 4-0, rage quits. And you come up against that team, after about 5 games, is actually quite good. And you're not really prepared for it. That's the way I look at it. Do you know what I mean? Why would you want to sit down and relax? I just don't believe in it. That's why I say this game is not that anomaly of trying to sit on the beach. We're not really trying to win the game. Yeah, you made a couple subs, but it wasn't that great. Like, do you know what I mean? They still came off. Saka still came on. Like, I just feel like that. I just don't think it's good preparation from your manager, personally. But that's just my opinion. You might think differently. Arsenal fans may feel differently, which is fine, innit? Because if that was me today watching that, I'd be like, yeah, you don't care as much, but I'd be vexed. I'm sorry, another draw, I'd be vexed. Yeah, I'm talking from experience. Trust me, everyone's had this experience.
Did you care about the 1-0 loss?
I honestly couldn't give a shit to his draw. What?
Yeah, no, yeah. Did you see my reaction?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, before what you're having right now is exactly what I was going through there. Yeah, the pop-up fluting. Yeah, honestly, if you saw my reaction, I said beforehand, I don't care as much. But guess what? It's the manner. It's the manner we lost in, or whatever, or then. Like, I want to still win but prepare properly. Like, the thing is, we played good football, which for once we actually did. Move the ball around a little bit wise, but guess what? We just couldn't find the back of the net. Same old story. But I found that was still some good prep because he still plays certain man. I thought, cool, he hasn't gone away from certain things. But guess what? Same old shit. Man United shit. Can't expect much. Yeah.
All right. Shit. So Mendham are saying Arsenal's gonna get slapped by PSG because we couldn't get a win versus Crystal Palace.
No,
I'm not saying that. But I'm saying it's not. I said it's just not good preparation in my opinion.
Okay. So what about PSG drawing to Nons?
Yeah. Again, not good. That's not great. But they won the league as well. But it's not good for them either. I think.
But the title doesn't say Nantes versus PSG. It's literally the title was Crystal Palace versus Arsenal.
Okay,
I don't think it's good.
What about Inter? What about Inter getting knocked out of the cup by AC Milan today?
Yeah, but trust me, they'll be hurt.
They're on the other side of the bracket. They're on the other side of the bracket, Egal. What are we doing here?
No, I'm just talking about the mentality you guys are speaking about.
I hear what Egal's saying, but
I think
also Barcelona. Also Barcelona. One second. Barcelona in the title race, and they almost drew to some random team in.
Let me check.
Come on, bro. They didn't.
Almost drew.
So they won the game.
1-0.
They showed no, they won 4-3. They showed signs of a Premier League or a league winning side. You see what I'm saying? I think
and they were
saying almost drew is kind of crazy as well.
Bro, did you not see Barcelona yesterday? 1-0.
1 sec. Yeah, but that's not unknown, to be fair. By the way, yeah, I'm not gonna lie here, yeah. So Inter Milan lost a derby, yeah, by the way. They lost a derby. Yeah, I can see this. They played the 14. Yeah, they been slapping them. They got slapped out. You know what? They got slapped. They didn't. The thing is, both. You know what? Even away from home for PSG, that's just not a good result. I didn't watch the game, so I can't commentate on it. But I just don't think it's good prep regardless. Yeah, they got slapped. You know what? They got slapped. It looks like they got slapped fair and square. To be fair, it's not that I don't think they cared. I think they do. You have to care. Otherwise, you know what that fact?
They got knocked out the cup.
Yeah, by their rivals at the same ground that they play in. I'm telling you now. Do you think their fans said, "Oh, I don't care because I'm in a Champions League"?
You guys expect me to be angry about Crystal Palace?
No, not really. But it's
that was a treble gone as well.
Just because A, B, and C have done it, I just feel like it's bad prep for me, innit? And I said I might be wrong.
I've said it. 13 draws is not good enough. I've said
you can up the level
throughout the run of the season. It's not good enough. But you guys,
Milan has beaten them 4 times this season.
But you guys can clearly tell. that Arsenal's prioritizing the Champions League. And V, as somebody who's won the Champions League twice, when your league campaign has not been that good, you can tell me from experience. If you're focused on the Champions League, does it not take away from your performances in the league?
It's like, yeah.
So
I do understand. Both points have a valid point in it. Like, especially when you start playing pretty much a full strength team. You know, it's not. I don't know. It's not really a good look. If you were to really bin it off, then
Raheem Sterling starting as a full strength team. Come on,
nearly a full strength team.
Mikel Merino not playing.
I'm not being funny, yeah, but Inter Milan have won the champs before multiple times. So has Barcelona, yeah, and PSG ain't getting there. The only one I don't like what PSG are doing. Luis Enrique is the Champions League winning manager, if I'm correct. Am I right? Right? Of course he is. But I'm just saying, like, they know what they're doing. They've been there before. Do you get what I'm saying? Barcelona have also, by the way, have got a cup final happening on Saturday. On top of that, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna go full strength for that. They're gonna, and then when they're, and by the way, they played an intense game. I'm pretty sure they'll be ready for another intense game coming up in the next on that Wednesday. Yeah, that's it. That's just. But again, I'm not saying I'm right. By the way, I'm just saying in it. That's just my opinion. I don't like that. I'd want to go out there and still win and keep up the. Obviously, rotate if you got to rotate, but to keep up the intensity. That's it. That's it, really. Yeah. Because now you've lacked off intensity, and then now you got another 7 days or whatever of rest because you ain't got another game or whatever it may be. It's just like, come on, man. Like, I feel like take this little bit more serious.
Not giving your full energy against these. Well, you don't have to give your full energy in it, but not giving enough energy against these teams, and then trying to save it all for it's gonna lack a little bit of sharpness. You know, I don't know. I don't know if that's just me.
Same thing with PSG, though. Same thing with PSG.
How did it work versus Real Madrid over 2 legs? We drew to Everton, we won 3-0. We drew to Brentford, we won 2-1. So I see a pattern here.
But if you're going to be on the beach, if you're going to be on the beach, Egal, why don't you just rotate a lot of the squad then? Like, if you're going to really go for it and say, you know what, I'm going to rest a lot of this. I know you
don't have as many options as people, because we don't actually have as many options as people think.
Well, you could have played Wanyeri today, no?
There's certain players that still need to play because we don't play until a week from now. If the game versus PSG was 3 days away, you definitely see way more rotation. The fact that we don't play for a week,
I know, but I think there's 2 ways in it, man. Keep up the intensity. If not, rotate the squad out, bro. Play. There's no reason why you can't play Tierney, Wanyeri, and whoever else may be available that can play. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of other names I didn't really see today on the bench that didn't come on. Is what it is, isn't it? But anyways, let me do these.
Fair.
You like you said, you don't have many options. If that's the case, then fair enough, innit? Rotating Saka was always going to be the case. The guys that's come back
from a bad injury. That's why Saliba play every game now.
Well, to be fair, you don't rotate them. They have to stay. Once, not every day, not everybody can be a king. They don't have the facilities. All hell, King K-word Monts.
King Monts, you never walk alone. Listen, big up your damn stuff, man.
Not
everyone can be a king. You know what I'm saying?
Get off your VPN, my bro.
Listen, bro.
Man is sending in like 50p worth of super chats. Like,
leave him alone. Every penny counts. And listen, he's right. Not everyone has the facilities.
That's your burner. It's all right. We found your burner account.
Bro. I don't have a burner, bro. I don't have a burner.
It is your burner.
I've got too many things to do, bro.
Arsenal have drawn like 13 games in the league. They are not all low block teams. Arsenal haven't proven they can get over the line. That's what Mark is saying. Big up, Mark. Not enough members in the chat. Join the cult is what Giovanni's saying. Big up, Giovanni. As well. It says look at Liverpool's final against Madrid in 22. Liverpool doing crossbar challenge and that before the final, whilst Madrid went in a serious mentality, but look who won. All fun and games. And then Nags is saying it could be negative. The game is in a week, gonna be thrown into a huge game after being used to playing every 3 days. Yeah.
PSG. Do people not realize PSG literally had their league postpone games for them, so they have more.
Maybe, but that doesn't mean that it's. I'm not glorifying what PSG have doing or done or whatever. By the way, I'm just talking about for you, innit? Again, I'm not the manager, so these ways I can't assess that. Pimp says, Egal, do you realize Liverpool win the title without a striker performing and they are buying a gunman this summer? Monts, help him see it.
I don't want, bro. He will never see it. Like, people forget that we won the league without a striker. Oh, good one anyway.
Oh yeah, Monts. Also, so wait. I wanted to touch on one thing that Egal said as well. Egal said if they get a striker, essentially they're gonna dominate the league. I want to know your opinion on that. And there was an emphasis on dominate. We're gonna dominate the league.
No. Did he say? Did he, hold on. Sorry, I nearly died there. Did he say we're gonna dominate? Did he say that? Is that how it goes? You know I love you to be.
It was emphasis. Dominate.
He said dominate.
Dominate.
Yeah, that literally.
You haven't seen Arsenal dominate the league ever in your life.
I've seen us win. What do you call it? 3 league titles in 5 years.
Yes, that's not dominating. Dominating is what they did. That's dominating.
Okay, so let's wait and see. Because I think in long term, in the long term, I'm gonna get proven right. And right now, a lot of people don't see the vision. They tend to call geniuses idiots. So let's wait and see.
No, but Egal, you've been saying this. It's like you keep saying it every year, though.
No, but it's not. That's not what I've been saying. I've always said what the issues are and what needs to be addressed. I see how we're building the team, and we have a more stable team going into next season than Liverpool do. Congratulations.
But you said geniuses, but I like to think today's day and age is full of fucking idiots that people find geniuses. Like online, you see all bunch of shit. And I'm not being funny. They're all flipping. Not even gonna say it, man. If everyone knows the reference from Tropic Thunder, you know what I'm talking about, innit? never go full. You know what? Anyways, my point is, let's move on. Chelsea, it's not even been 24 hours. Matt Law come out and said Chelsea are leading the race for Dean Howson, isn't it?
Matt Law.
It's not even Matt Law, like tier one Chelsea, proper Chelsea. Yeah, man. Brown envelope, as you know, Johnny Minerals will call it.
I hope that
ain't true. What it is, man. They need it more than we do.
So what does that mean for Colwell, though? It's not that it really matters. Not saying it matters, but what does that really mean for Colwell? Because that's kind of saying, like, bro, I don't think Colwell's rubbed. Yeah, I think he's having a bad season, but he needs to know that I think he needs to know that your place is also under threat. And I say competition is good.
His place is
competition is good for people, isn't it? Competition is good. He's still got potential. He's still young.
There's a figment of I don't even know what. There's just something about Colwell that even I got sucked into, right? And it was when he was at Brighton, you know, young buck on the scene, 19 years old. He had a few good performances. At home, Arsenal at home, he had a good performance against Liverpool. But let's not forget, when Brighton played at home, Arsenal put 4 past him. Then Forest, who were getting relegated, put 3 past him. Like he's a myth. He's a myth that even I fell for. Yeah, he wasn't as great as people like to make up. He was okay. He was inconsistent at Brighton. Yeah. Then the next season, last season, rubbish. It got shoved off to Pochettino tax. Yeah. And now he's poor again this season. What's your excuse? What is your excuse? Because you can't say he's got a bad partner because he gets bullied by every striker I've seen him get. Bullied by Solanke. Genuinely, what Haaland did to him, arrest him. He murked him. He proper murked him. What's your excuse? I see you make mistake after mistake after mistake because you ain't got the mind of a defender. So what's his excuse? No way in earth should we ever cater to Levi Colwill. No way. If we got 40 million pure profit for him, 40 million, I'm running. I'm singing, I'm jumping on the hills. I'm going jellyfish fields or SpongeBob. I'm gassed.
Jellyfish.
No one should ever be catering to Levi Colwill. I don't want to get this guy even remotely involved.
Wait, what? Who the hell was that?
That was SpongeBob walking. What the hell?
What happened?
What the hell was that?
What
was that? Lee? Was he using a toilet plug? I don't even know what he was doing. It's good. It's Lee in it, but
does somebody have like a squeaky chicken or something?
What in the squeaky chicken squarepants was that?
You know what I mean?
I don't even want to.
I can't lie, that's not where my thought process went.
Bro,
what was the squeaky thing?
I'm confused. I don't know, bro.
When you go, Gal, when you grow up one day, you'll probably understand.
Our man,
who's squeaking like that, bro? What, you lot fucking piping the fucking penguin from Toy Story or something? Who's making that sort of noise? Nah, God forbid, fam. That's friction burns. There's no way no one's doing that.
Our man out here saying somebody's caught.
Lee, when you go up and come, you got to explain this, dude. Anyways, carry on.
Who's Michelle?
You're scaring me, innit? It's no that it's scaring me, Joe.
Welfare check, man.
I got something with it. Wait, one sec.
Well, the sound effects are crazy.
Literally.
One sec.
What are you saying?
By the way, apparently you've been talking.
Man said, Corey said Wheezy from Twist.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
By the way, this is I don't know what this is. This is I haven't seen this yet, but Fats is Fator sent me this, by the way. If I can.
What are we talking about?
Apparently you've been what did he say? What did he say? He told me in the chat, he says he's been saying Gal is lying. He's been saying this crap for years, and he found a clip of you 4 years ago, by the way.
Wow.
This whole thing about laughing at clubs, you can laugh at clubs when they're struggling and they're doing their rebuild. But when they're on the cusp of getting themselves back into contention, you can see certain things.
Contention for what?
Contention of what?
Yes. This is why I wanted to count here.
First up,
where? The top of the table. Where? Hold on. Wait, where? What? Hold
You
on.
said top of the table.
Wait, man said top of the table.
Stop. Lewis, I said this at the beginning of the summer. When it came on and Slab was there. I said Arsenal on the rise and Tottenham on the decline. What are we seeing right now? We're seeing
Forget Arsenal, Spurs. You top of on the rise to where?
Okay.
On the rise to
Say
where?
that again, please.
First of all, small progression from the league
Look at him
table position
stumbling.
that we're at, from 8th to back to try to get back into. I was right though. I was right.
Yeah,
we went from
young,
8th to top 5 to challenging for the league 3 years in a row. Yes, we didn't win the league, but I was right in what I said in that video. So I don't know what Fatur you're talking about, but you just proved my point.
No, I didn't even see that point. Anyways, back to Dean Housen and how much you hate Levi Colwill. No once. Like if Chelsea beat you to another signing, yeah.
Yeah. What? Do you want me to give them my Premier League?
What did I tell you? But when the stream started, what did I tell you? I said the exact same thing, and I'm pretty sure the chat can even.
How about this? Maybe Dean can give us that guard of honor too.
Yeah. It's you know, I can't. The thing is, I can't say anything in it, but
Or
you
maybe
get away
he
with
might
it every
think
single
twice
time.
because
He gets away with it every single time.
Maybe
There's
because he's seen guys. Maybe because he's seen guys like Caicedo and Lavia, and maybe he might know better. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he might know better. So
they ain't the only clubs he's been linked with, man. Do you get me? And he used to say
Arsenal. Yeah, you know what? Put yourself into the fold because you're linked with him. Go on.
No, we are linked with him. I'm just saying, like, obviously Liverpool, Chelsea, big clubs, whatever. But maybe Chelsea makes more sense because you can probably get in that team. But when you step right into that team against with Liverpool, you get what I'm saying? Maybe a Newcastle is a better project.
You might prefer Chelsea
or Newcastle. It's a better project, bro, than Chelsea.
What's up, Lee?
You got Sven Botman, bro. Like he's just injury prone right now.
You heard Chelsea, and that was it, man.
No, but we need some centre backs.
Are they back for the Chelsea game, or will they be back?
Lee, we got to know what was that sound.
What sound?
Yeah, Lee, innit? Like,
yeah,
what sound?
Listen.
Listen, my bro. Yeah.
Wait, I'm actually baff. What the fuck?
Can you go on YouTube, share the screen, and show the sound that we heard?
I'm actually baff, bro. What the fuck?
I can do it.
If you want, I mean, we heard a squeaking sound in it. Yeah, when I added you to the screen.
Oh,
innit?
5 minutes. Oh, bro, it's my nephew's toy, bro.
Alright.
No, when you're doing this, I signed that you're lying. I said,
I don't need to show it.
Kaz, did I take my nephew to the Arsenal game?
You did. Yeah, you
Thank
did.
you. I literally have my nephew.
It sounded a little bit mad.
No,
like
bro, he's got like
chicken?
this like squeezy. He's got like a squeezy.
It sounded like that still.
Yes,
It sounded like a squeaky chicken.
Yeah, like it's like a squeezy thing that he's got, man. Like some squeezy thing that he's got. Bro.
Alright, cool, man. Anyways, we were just talking on Chelsea, innit? And that Dean Housen that all your clubs are linked with, by the way. Your club, Liverpool, and apparently Chelsea leading the race for this dude. Real Madrid won him, Newcastle won him. Actually, everyone on this team, but me won this guy.
Race. They don't want to
allegedly.
Bro, you gotta sort out what's at home first, man, before we talk about anyone else. Let's sort out what's at home, man.
Is that not what they're trying to do? No?
How far do you think Arsenal are from like winning the league?
Under this manager, as much hair as I got on my head, that's how far I am.
So you don't believe in
wait. Actually, let me ask you a question, yeah. If you get a striker, will you dominate football? Dominate. And I'm talking dominate, not just win a few trophies. Will you dominate football?
With emphasis.
Dominate?
Yeah.
No, we ain't dominating, no.
What would make you dominate football?
For me, probably I would say a new manager, probably a number 10 like a Wirtz, and probably Haaland.
Well, apparently, if
you're not getting Haaland, so would Gyökeres not be good?
Nah.
Why don't you want Gyökeres?
I'm not too sure he's the person that we should be going for. But at the same time, I don't know who else there is. I mean, look, Isak's the one for me. So if we don't get Isak, then I wouldn't say there's no dominating, no way.
If you don't get Isak, would you go for Rafinha or go for a winger?
No, if we don't get Isak, then I mean, the reason we don't
he's
have
just out of the
Isak,
question anyway. Isak, that's not happening. So that's
no, it's not. It's not. It's not. I can tell you for sure, it's not.
That.
I can put everything I own, and it's not.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
out of the
madness.
question.
It's not out of the question.
It's not out of the question. No.
Oh, you think it's possible then?
It's very possible.
Okay.
If you don't get top 5, then we'll talk in it.
They said that Dean Howson still wants to go to Chelsea, regardless if you like. Allegedly, again, this is just reports from Matt Law. Even if you get Champions League or not.
I mean, it makes the most sense, innit? For his career. I mean, it literally look at our centre backs, man.
Does it though?
It does. It does for his
Chelsea?
development. For his development, it makes the most sense.
Well, I think
Eddie Howe and Newcastle will be a better development than Chelsea.
Yeah, look at Lewis Hall and Liverpool.
I think Eddie Howe and Newcastle, Chelsea. You don't know where they're coming or going, bro.
It's just,
you know what it is. You know what it is.
I respect Newcastle in it, but like Chelsea, we just have more in it. I know we've been shocking in it, but
yeah.
You know
it's not
mean?
That though. No, it's not been that for me. It's like obviously the club holds weight. Let's keep it 100. Obviously, Chelsea are a much bigger club than Newcastle, like than most. Come on, you get me. But in terms of like, sometimes you don't know whether Chelsea are coming or going. Is Marissa going to still be there? If you're a player, you're going to a club, you're not sure where you're going to be at. When this actually went there, which is pants, by the way, he don't know. Get me whether you're coming or going. It's a bit like if you're a player, do you really want to just go there? You don't know what's really happening.
I do hear it. I think for the other, please let's not mention his name. When you talk about all of the clubs, when you listen to about all of the clubs, out of the two, it would be us two that I think it makes the most sense in it. But it just, again, I think we do hold weight in it, and we've done a lot of groundwork. We've done a lot of groundwork. And our centre backs are so bad. He's basically going to be seen as, listen, you're the guy. You are the guy for us. I'm hoping the thing is that I don't like about these links as well. Obviously, he's my number one choice for centre back. I think if there is a Thiago Silva regen, I think it's him. I think they both read the game, or for his age, he reads the game very, very well. You know, he sniffs out danger. I think if there was a regen, I think he has qualities of Thiago Silva. I don't know if he will ever reach that height. But I think Thiago Silva is the best centre back.
1 second, I see was coming.
Thiago Silva regen is
But what I'm saying,
they have similarities.
But I think it's dangerous for him. Yeah, he's 19. You know how it goes at Chelsea, bro. Look at Cole. Not saying you. People are a bit gassed off him. He have a few bad games, bro. That pressure for a 19-year-old in that environment, I think he's better off going to a family club like a Newcastle. You get me? You saw Eddie Howe got the best out of Lewis Hall. Like your Chelsea rejects, bro. You get me? We make them. You understand? You would love to have a Hall right now. You would love to have a Tino Liverpool.
Nobody wanted to sell Hall. Nobody wanted to sell Hall. We wanted him to stay, man. I can't believe it. They did us dirty there.
Yeah.
But
so I'm just saying for young players,
getting him on his own.
It's dangerous, bro. He's 19. That kind of pressure.
It is a bit dangerous. On his own.
To play him every game was your first team. Because if you buy him, you want him to be dead stamp starting every week, innit? You get what I'm saying? He'll be your main guy probably. So I'm thinking that's a bit. I don't know, man. You know for me,
I'm gonna do a bit of an analogy. Yeah, and before you start moving mad, yeah, with what I'm about to show on the screen, yeah, it's nothing peak. I have hay fever, yeah. I have hay fever. I've got toilet roll here. I have hay fever really badly. Here's the thing. I'm gonna do this little analogy. Yeah, bear with. Right. So the needle is here. Right. This is Chelsea Football Club. This is level 1. This is where the needle is. This is the needle. These nail clippers are the needle. This is Dean Huijsen, big lanky fucker. Yeah. He takes the needle. He moves it over here. Right. He takes us to level 2.5. Yeah. This is Chelsea shit defenders. They come here. They drag him straight back down to the fucking ocean. They drag him back. You need another Donny. Go get me Mario. Go get me Milinkovic. Go get me someone else. And bin off these fucking toolmen over here. Bin them off. Dangerous. Drag them over here. This is the only
VD, can I ask you a question? Well, two. You see how you're saying, like, go and get me this, go and get me this, go and get me this. In this summer, you told me that your manager was able to coach these players better. So are we not allowed to have a coach actually do his job? That's number one. Because we've seen, whatever you want to say about Arteta, you've seen him get the best out of some of his players. We've seen the best from Eddie Howe. We've seen Slot. Why can't Maresca? Because I just see him reversing players, making them get worse. But the second thing is, you see, when you talk about all your players saying they're not good, they are good. In the summer, you spent all the summer talking about your squad was better than Liverpool's. For you to now say you need to get more players, you need to get these players because this player is not good. But
Hey, no.
you were noshing off that same very Colwell. You were going on
He had a
about
good
these
first
players.
5 games, man.
No. I don't. It could have been half a game. This is what Chelsea fans did. You put your players like Palmer, like Cucurella. Fair enough, he's had a good season. Like Caicedo, like all of these other players. You put them in positions, and now you're trying to regress and retract statements and make it seem like, oh, it's just fine. I can say what I want. No, you need to hold yourself accountable the same way how I'm going to hold you
Did
accountable.
I not?
You
I literally said, I apologize for that
no,
statement.
I don't want your apology. I don't want your apology. I want your
So then
manager.
what do you want?
No, you know what I
Oh,
want.
by the way,
You know what I
So
want.
I'm just I'm supposed to take accountability, and when I do, I'm not allowed to.
No.
I just got to affirm it. I
I want you to hold accountability for what you said originally, and I want you to keep your players and make them better. You spent 1.5 or 1.2 billion pounds, and now you're saying you want more money to be spent on players.
See, I don't get that.
And I
narrative.
know what you're going to
spent
say. I know what you're going to say.
1.5
I know.
million on trash.
No.
Trash.
Again, but
No, but it wasn't trash in the summer, though, was it?
It wasn't. Thank you. It wasn't trash.
Come on, nobody
that
likes our defense like that, man.
No, but hold on. You said
And
because
goalkeeper.
again, VD, I'm gonna hold your foot to the candle. You said on this very you sat on this very channel and you did a whole stream explaining how your squad man for man. You said that Sanchez is better than Kelleher. You said all of these outlandish things. Remember this? And now all of a sudden you want to sit
Fafana better
there.
than Kanate.
You said Fafana's better than you said
I
all
stick
of
by
these
that.
things.
I stick by that one.
So can we not?
Listen to him.
No.
Yeah.
Is he really sorry?
But I rate him so highly. It's just he's never fit in it.
So VD, can we not? I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, yeah, we spent trash and or 1.2 billion pounds. Sorry, is spent on youth players. Well, you've got like a trident of players on loan. Can you not can bring some of them players back? Can you not do something where you don't
what
have to
people
keep
don't do.
spending money? You don't have to keep trying to get the new shiny toy because whether you like it or not, Dredd is right. It's so true. You're gonna get Huijsen, and everybody's gonna say the same thing. He's not good enough. He's not crap. He's gone too early. You're gonna ruin this player the same way how Man
It's
United
dangerous,
ruin
bro.
players. It's not
It is
good.
a bit dangerous.
Your
I
squad,
do think it is a bit.
your
Right, by
squad
the
absolutely stinks. It
by
stinks.
the way, lead.
It's
Would you mind
unbalanced.
asking? Would you mind asking Monts a certain thing about points and managers and Chelsea? If you don't mind.
Points and managers and
The
Chelsea.
Pochettino
Oh.
thing. Is it the
Oh,
Pochettino?
obviously they have. So Pochettino got 63 points, and he's known as Satan's spawn. You know.
Oh.
So guess what? Chelsea on 57 points. So Chelsea need 6 points in 4 games.
And who do they have in those games?
Man United, Liverpool, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest.
Goodness gracious.
I think there's
Welcome
another
to
team
St.
over
James,
now.
boy.
I think they got Leicester. I think in one of those.
Everton are in there as well.
Oh, Everton. Oh, Everton. By the way, low block
Yeah.
Everton.
Yeah. So Chelsea have 5 games to get 6 points. Now, even then, all of that chat for Poch only to finish what
3
a few
points.
points above him.
Yeah.
3 points above him. Interesting, isn't it? And he's made
Yeah.
players worse. Interesting. He's made your defense better, but
I mean, VD. It's funny because you're a bit advocate for Palmer as well, and it's. I just want to get your opinion because, I don't know. I don't know if Saka could get away with 5 months of not playing good football. I don't know. I don't know if Saka would be out there with Dr. Umar 1,000 lashings if he was pulling up performances. If he was pulling up performances, they'll be hanging him out like they're doing Shannon Sharp and Jay-Z. That's what they'll be doing to Saka. They'll be hanging him upside down. They'll put in it.
Shannon Sharp and Jay-Z's crazy.
They'll be casting him for sinners and making him pick cotton. That's what they'll be doing.
Wow.
They'll be casting Saka
I can't
on
even
sinners.
smile. I can't even laugh at that one.
And pick
Shout out to
Tottenham.
Sinners cast though. Cold.
Yeah, shout out to them still. Yeah, it's,
I'm
I
watching
watched
it
it
on
yesterday
Friday.
still. So I'll be real. We need to be real here. Your squad is absolutely dire, and if Huijsen, Stock Sauce, whatever, he goes to Chelsea, we know what's going to happen. We know exactly what's going to happen between your manager and your fan base. It's terrible. It's terrible, man. Come on, do better.
See, it's the thing about Palmer. Yeah, listen, if Arteta, we know what Saka's good at. Yeah, starts out wide, drifts in, cross the ball in, gets shots off, whatever.
I mean, I don't think he's good at anything.
Saka.
Oh, Saka. I thought you said Palmer. Sorry.
Yeah, Saka's good. Drifted it. What Arteta knows what he's good at. Now imagine Arteta told him, "You're going to go left wing. You're going to hug the touchline." It's a complete misuse. That's not what Palmer's doing.
He would be able to do it. That's what Saka does. He makes the best out of any situation.
But would it be efficient for him? Would it be efficient? Because remember, Palmer, he's still playing the same role, and he has a lot of a good. Oh well, from the start of the season till now, he's technically playing the same role. But as things go on and you don't get the space, it becomes a bit more difficult for him. The angles become a bit more difficult. You ask, why is he not scoring as many goals? Look at the angles he's shooting from, bro. He don't feel comfortable in his right. You can tell. If you watch, I think it was last game, yeah, when he's on the left-hand side, he could shoot with his right. He stutters. He's not comfortable in his right. So why are you forcing him into positions? It could be, but he's never really been great with his right foot in it. Like it seems to be a thing with left foot. It's like Salah would you trust Salah with his right foot as much as you would with his left? No, because I mean he's known for having a lethal left foot, and it's the same as Palmer. Like I don't know. It's you talk about. Listen, I think if there was one thing Pochettino got right, it was his attack, because it wasn't necessarily like structured like that. But they're young players, and I clocked it. Young players thrive off of chaos. They thrive off of more of like a chaos ball. And if you was to balance that out, I think it would have been better. But you're telling, I think, and this is the word that I want to change to. I don't think Chelsea's squad was better than Liverpool's. I know I said that, and I guess I meant it at the time. But I think I'm still going to stand by talent-wise, individually. I think talent-wise, they've got it. They've got the talent. They've got the technical ability. Cool. They got the talent, but talent means nothing when you're not being made to utilize it. You're telling Palmer, stand still, pick up the ball at DM.
Your starting 11's not better than Newcastle's.
I'll be real. You see where it is, VD.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
See what it is for me, VD.
Talented 11.
You see what it is for me, VD. I keep saying the same thing. I'm gonna keep saying it, bro. Your squad stinks. Your first 11
very imbalanced. I agree.
Your whole
I agree.
Your back five, at Gusto included, and I said this last year when everybody tried to kill me.
Including Cucurella?
He stinks. No. You're not including Cucurella. So your back five, not including Cucurella, he stinks. For me, you've got Caicedo. I like him. I think Enzo stinks. I think Palmer stinks. Madueke, I actually hate him. I saw him the other day, and he had his hands down his pants when he was meant to be, or his trousers when he was meant to be freaking warming up.
You don't rate him. Raw.
I can't stand him. He gets on my nerves. You got Jackson. Jackson. He's 1 month away from starting to relax his hair. We know what he's going to do. That stupid job.
I'm dead.
I'm done with him. Like, your squad just stinks from top.
But Palmer don't stink though. Come on, leader. Got to say Palmer stinks,
bro.
That's a bit mad.
Let me tell you.
You're not having him at all, bro.
I keep saying Palmer's only nice when people don't have a game plan. And I said this last year. People want to kill me. When people start to put a game plan against Palmer, he freezes. He
still scored from January, or has he scored now?
No, he scored since December.
Still waiting.
Yeah,
December
for a long time.
December, bro.
Okay, jeez.
December, the guy ain't scored.
Bad,
I just want to ask people: when could you imagine Saka going 5 months?
Why is
forget not playing well.
Because people
always correlating it back.
Crazy.
But it's your friend that compared to Saka, though. That's
no GA and no good performances. So it's your double is compounding it.
No good.
Anyway, no, none. But anyway,
I wouldn't say no GA. He's getting some assists.
I will say though. I will say, because I didn't get. I will say today Arsenal we were shocking. You know what though? I will say I don't, on my own point, my main point. I don't want to talk about Arsenal. You see Mateta, yo,
You taking
he's
him?
warm. He's
Taking
warm.
him?
How you
He's
letting
warm.
Mateta badge you up with one ear?
Wait, Lee,
He's
are you
warm.
taking
He's
him? Though?
That
You taking
headguard's
him?
mad,
I want to hear you say it.
Bro,
Unless
you
you
know what
was
it is, yeah?
an amateur wrestler or something, bro.
Nah,
You
you
know
look
what
at
he
Lee,
reminds me of, yeah? He reminds me of a more...
bully boy.
Nah, he reminds me of, bro, he reminds me of like Drupal Cisse, bro. Like,
Think
I hear it.
He's
but-
a better
but-
version. He's a better version of Yakubu. Is he better than Yakubu? He reminds me of Yakubu.
No.
Nah, he's not better.
That's
Nah,
on
proper
old
big
school game.
Middlesbrough Yakubu. Nah, you know who he
Nah,
reminds
the
me
Yak,
of?
the Yak was
Even Everton,
Yeah,
Yakubu.
Bro,
yeah. We
bro,
saying this
Mateta-
one.
Mateta,
Yeah,
like,
Blackburn Yakubu.
even forget the goal, yeah. Like he was just running down channels, like he's, but like I'm
Just an
like,
immediate. He's a defender's nightmare. Still, he's
He's
defender.
definitely
Remember,
got
he's
better
young,
over time.
he's not old. He's not old. Like he's young, you know.
What?
Like he's
Right,
like
no,
20
he's
for a
like
striker.
26,
For a
man.
striker, no, for a striker today, he's like 27, bro. Like today's the age. Like he's
Nah,
not. He's not. He's still
That's his
quite
prime.
young. Like for a striker,
That's,
yeah.
that
But
was
that's
the, that's.
but strikers can last till they're like 33 these days.
Bullish,
Especially
man.
he don't rely on pace.
I'm not
At
gonna
all.
lie, bro. That's the first time I saw Mateta. Yeah, bro. He's big, bro. Like
Oh, in person, I've seen him.
bro. He's a big guy, bro. Like I'm not even. He's solid. He's
And
solid
when I
still.
got linked with him, I said I'll take him at United. I got laughed. That's crazy.
Nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
Listen,
Mateta's one of the better strikers in the Prem. That's facts.
I
For
don't
a
know
big
how much
guy's
I would
got
pay
decent
for him.
agility. For a big guy's got decent agility. You get
How
assist.
much is he going for? How much is he going for?
But you got guys,
Let's
say
you got guys
50.
twerking for
50.
you got guys twerking for Liam Delap, bro. With guys like
Who?
Mateta.
Delap, no, I'm a big fan of Dean Delap, bro. I think he.
He's
Right,
proper,
bro.
man. I'm telling you,
You'll see
he's
it,
proper.
Man, that's twerking. Do you know what it
He
is?
is proper.
You'll see that, bro.
Liam Delap just doesn't have the PR that Strand Larson has in it.
By the way, yeah. Would
You
you?
see,
All right,
bro.
cool. You know what? Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna say this though. Yeah.
Strand
so
Larson got
crazy.
12 goals in the
Let me
Prem as well.
let me say this. Yeah. Let me say this. Who's got a better team? Ipswich or Chelsea? Ipswich or Palace?
Palace, obviously.
How many more goals do you think Mateta's got more than Delap this season?
Got 2 more goals.
I think he's counted. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean?
Who's got 2 more goals? Who's got 2 more goals?
Mateta and Delap.
Yeah,
If you want to
well,
go
last
back, if you want to
season
go
was
back,
wrong.
Mateta got 16 goals last season. So Mateta
is bro.
that he
Don't even
can-
put
that
him
he
in the
can
same
go
sentence.
and-
and
Delap's debut season,
Delap
bro.
5 years in
Here's the
junior as
thing:
well.
put Delap in that team. You don't think he's doing the same?
Why do man keep
'Cause I
saying
think he
put
is.
man in this team, put
I'm
man in
on
that
Delap
team?
all day. Delap all day.
Delap is at
all day.
Ipswich for a
Oh my
reason,
God.
bro. You can't say
Wait,
teams
who-
can't.
who-
No, you
Nah,
can't say that, no,
that's
man. You
bullshit.
can't say that,
That's
man.
bullshit.
Yes,
For a
man,
reason.
bro.
He's trying to
Why-
build
I
this
hate
do you
I
mean?
Like
hate when man
saying
say,
Tevez was at
Yeah, but he
West
comes
Ham
from
for a
City. He got
reason.
opportunity at
put, I
Ipswich.
don't know, put Gerrard put Gerrard in that Man United team, brother.
Wait, I'm baffed. Who rates the lap? I don't get it. Like, what's
No,
the
I don't know.
Oh,
I
These-
do. I rate
I'm a
him
big fan
proper
of
high.
Delap.
That's the holy
I've
grail
been
of
reading it from a
striker,
long
bro.
time. I think
We never
Nah.
said he's
to be
a
like
holy grail,
Ipswich,
but he's a good striker, man.
to be like Ipswich. You know what? For me, like for Newcastle, I like him as a different option in it as well. You get me? I'm saying I think he's done to come out of the City team to go in this Ipswich team that ain't the greatest right now. Kind of fell off even off recent, and he can get goals. You put him in a better team.
Yeah, no, he's
And better
a
play-
second-
play
I'm
for him.
telling
More
you
than
goals
right
guys
now,
scoring.
Delap just
The
doesn't
quality
have
of goal is so good.
Delap and Strand Larson are the same players. How about this? Strand Larson's a little bit more tidy. Strand Larson just doesn't have the PR that Delap has. That's it. His dad had a
How-
long
how
throw
is
in
he
that.
not-
I hear it. His dad had a long
I
throw.
don't know,
He
man,
come from
man. I
the
think
City
it's-
academy.
You think
I
Delap
don't
isn't
know,
like a
bro.
tidy player, bro? Have you seen
I-
this?
I-
guy?
don't know why
I
not.
didn't
Put Delap
say
in a
he's
decent
not
team,
tidy.
bro.
I didn't say he's not tidy.
You
I
get
said
goals, bro.
His
I
last
said
name's not
Strand
tidier
Larson
than
might be a
I'm
little
gonna
bit
be
more
so
tidy.
real. I'm
No
taking
way.
Mbuemo. I'm taking Mateta over Delap any day of the week.
Yeah,
Bro,
Bremo.
so what's the
Bremo
difference?
got like 20 penalties
What's the
or
difference
something.
between Strand Larson and Delap? Tell me.
He's 3 years older.
Who's older?
No, Strand Larson's like 3 years older than Delap.
Strand Larson. That's the Wolves, brother. Isn't it? No, he's decent. You know, he's
He's
decent
decent.
still.
He gets goals, isn't it?
Not,
Period.
oh
That's what
my
I'm saying.
god! How
Bro,
can you rate him?
how about this?
I'm
They've
not
got the
Delap,
same
bro.
amount of
What the
goals,
fuck?
Lee. They got the same amount of goals.
Who? Oh, swear.
I like Strand Larson
Oh,
personally.
this
I
is
just
like-
like I
No,
said.
why?
Strand Larson.
I like-
But guess what? One has PR and one doesn't. That's what everyone wants to
Nothing
lack.
to do with that, man. Come on.
This is
It is,
crazy.
bro.
No,
This is so
Strand Larson's
disingenuous.
decent, bro.
This
Alright,
is so disingenuous.
Why is Delap better than Strand Larson?
I didn't say whether he's better. I'm saying who I prefer. That's me.
But to
I
be
don't say-
fair,
I'm not a big fan of
Dribbler.
Delap.
Because he's got the
Better,
PR.
he's weaker
No,
foot, better shot.
Age, bruv.
Like-
I just see it.
he's got Cunha to play with.
Bit
At
more of a
least.
bully
He's,
boy.
he's got mad tenacity as well. Like,
Man has the
like,
Cecil,
I don't.
didn't he just come from Brighton?
You're comparing it in Cecil.
Yeah.
Cunha, bro. Like, what?
That team's
To
struggling
Cunha.
anyways.
I'll be real,
That's
bro.
what we do in here,
People
bro.
are sleeping on Welbeck. He's old, but bro, even
Yeah,
Welbeck's
nah,
better than
there's
him.
no.
I don't
there's no
think it's
sleep-
sleeping on him. It's just because
Bro,
obviously
I like
he
Welbeck.
does it.
Welbeck's a good footballer, but he struggled. I swear he's only scored more than 10 goals
He's
once.
still doing it though.
No, but he's better than him. He's better than freaking what's his name though.
Welbeck's a good footballer, but he's not that
Welbeck's
guy.
a
He's not a
very good
finisher.
striker.
Yeah, but he's not that guy though.
Wouldn't say he's a finisher.
The thing is with
Welbeck.
Welbeck, it's injuries though, innit? It's injuries.
And age,
Listen,
and he doesn't
I'm
score
just
many
saying,
goals.
Welbeck's
after
the
this, yeah,
finisher.
go find a comp of Delap and look at the quality of goals he scored. He's not this transitional striker that everybody thinks that gets
I
bare
know what you're
spacing
saying, bro.
behind. Nothing like that, bro. Look at the
I
quality of
think
goals.
he's dope.
So getting these little touches, like remember,
All right. Is he
against
better than
Villa and
Wisa? Is he
everything.
better than Wisa?
No,
Nope.
I-
Nope.
nope.
Is he better than
No.
Mateta?
No.
Different. I like Mateta. Like I said,
Bro,
see
Mateta-
Lampard-
see the thing is,
Is it-
I
is
think
2020
he's better,
and
but he's
I've
not
got
done enough.
more.
tidy
I've got
Lampard
more.
strikers are the way to go in 2025 for
How
strikers.
old is
I've
Mateta?
got
How
more.
old is
Is he better than João Pedro?
Yes,
As a
he?
finisher,
striker,
yes.
Yeah, nah, he is.
As
He
a
is
striker,
better.
yes.
He is better than him. Yeah, he is.
Okay, fair enough.
And he's worth 100
Obviously,
million.
He's not better than Isak. He's not better than.
You know what? I'll be real. You lot are
he's not
gonna
better-
laugh,
Is he
bro.
better? So you guys think he's better than Jackson as well, right? He's better than Jackson, right? So I just
Way
put
better
that.
than
As a number
Infinitely.
9, as a
I
number
prefer him.
9.
Infinitely.
I prefer him.
You're not better than
Infinitely,
Jackson.
I don't
infinitely,
think Jackson
infinitely.
will
I
be-
watch him week in, week out. Don't do this with Jackson, please. I don't know how much. I don't know how much of Chelsea you've been watching this season. Please don't
I
do
am
this with
once
Jackson.
a good
But
manager.
again, this is
I missed him, though.
He keeps saying this week in, week out. But at the start of the season, he was the one gassing this guy as well. So
I
again,
am telling you now,
because,
yeah,
we're
with who
suckers
you went
of
up,
our own players,
who
isn't
you
it?
went up front, yeah,
is
who
he
you
better
went
than
up
Strand
front, yeah.
Larsen?
Yes,
Cover,
of course he is.
I'm telling you now, yeah,
What do
Jackson.
you mean,
in-
of course he is.
Jackson-
Of course
By
he
the way,
is.
yeah, Jackson in this
Oh,
Liverpool
God.
team cooks differently when they get a striker.
No,
by the way,
he doesn't.
Because guess what he is?
Nah.
Guess what he is? Because
No,
guess what he
he
is?
doesn't.
The guy is an
I'm not having
inside
that.
forward on the left wing, bro. That's what he is. So he.
I
would
don't.
cook.
I don't even think he's a
Work
left winger.
rate.
I think he's
Yes,
more
he
of a
would.
10.
Hey,
I
so-
think
I
he's
need-
more.
I
Of a,
need
he's got
someone
10
to-
qualities.
I need someone to
Jackson's
do
got
10
something.
qualities.
I need someone-
Delap isn't even in the. He's not. Well, I say isn't even. Delap's not in the top 5 strikers in the league. He's not. But you man are
I
twerking.
need- no, but I
Nah,
need someone to do
he's
I have
something
an
for me.
opinion.
You are
about it.
Chelsea.
Another day.
You are Chelsea Football Club. Yeah, you are Chelsea.
I'm
Football
aware.
Club.
I'm aware.
And you think
I don't-
Delap
I
is the
don't-
answer to your problems when your highest
I
goal scoring
don't.
winger
I
is
don't
Noni
just rate
Madueke.
any player.
be-
I
to be
don't
fair,
just rate any
fucking
player.
wreck.
I don't
To
just
be-
rate
to
any
be-
player.
Think of shit.
To be fair,
Think
yeah,
of
it's
shit,
fundamental
No,
for
but
20
is he
for
better
20.
than? Is he better than Muniz?
Who?
Muniz. No, he's not.
Muniz.
Yeah,
They're probably
he is,
the
he is,
same.
he
They're probably
is,
the
he
same.
definitely
He
is,
is.
definitely
Him and
is,
Muniz are
definitely
probably the
is.
same.
Definitely better than his.
How about
No,
this? Is he
doing
better than Raul?
Who?
And who?
Jimenez.
Nah,
Jimenez.
is he better than Nunes?
Yes,
is
he's
he
better
better
than
than
Jimenez.
Nunes?
100%. Everyone's better than Nunes.
I prefer that Nunes.
What,
I'll
no,
tell you that.
I said Raul. I said Jimenez. Raul Jimenez.
No,
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
saying,
he's
is he
better
better
than
than
Nunes.
Nunes though?
I didn't
Is he
say
better
of
than
course he's better than Nunes. I'm saying is he better than
Yeah.
Raul Jimenez?
Yeah, he is. Jimenez
Nah,
is
I don't-
fell off,
I'm
man. He
not-
has
nah, bro, how many
periods
goals has
though.
Nunes got
I'm
this
talking
season?
about Jimenez has
Since
10
like-
goals
since
this
I had
season.
injury,
What's
Where's the
the
lap
goal?
flex, man?
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, but for someone that's
Jimenez
20,
has
Wait,
10
so-
goals and he
he's-
started
he's
in
got-
the
he's
So
got-
VD,
he's got good
VD, you
potential,
want
innit?
Dilap to come in and be your main striker?
Ooh,
I
I'm
trust
not-
me.
Crazy.
Trust
This is
me.
it.
I don't. I
This
don't
is
just
it.
rate. I don't just rate any player like that. There's something
But
about
you
the
rated
map.
Cole.
He's
No,
got
I'm
it.
with you.
He's
I'm
got
with you,
it.
V.
Bro, I don't
He's
know.
got
VD,
it.
I don't know.
He's
Hold
got it.
on. VD, I don't know what he has on you, but as I said, Chelsea Football Club, yeah,
That's crazy.
your
bro.
highest, I say again, your highest goal scoring winger is Noni Madueke in the Premier League, and you think Delap is the answer to your problems.
Isn't Palmer scored? Did you say winger?
Your highest
goal
goal scoring winger is Noni
Ooh.
Madueke,
Why does
and
the
you
winger
think
matter?
Delap, who by the way
It'd be a bet.
probably isn't even that much better than Jackson as a 9. He's better
Definitely
than Jackson
is.
as a 9.
Nah, he
But
definitely is.
He's
His-
not
his
that
ball
much better than
striking
Jackson
is-
as a 9 because
ball
Jackson
striking
is still
clean,
going to
scores in and out of the
like
box.
it or
Sleep
not,
on the lap, man.
hold
Bozo,
on,
don't
like
sleep
him
on
or
the lap,
not,
though, bro.
hold on, like him or not, Jackson's still going to get you 12 to 15 in it. Like him or not, yeah, he'll get you 12 goals in the Premier.
Jackson.
Maybe on a good season, he'll get you 15. I don't see Delap doing any different than that.
Delap,
And
by
this
the
is
way,
crazy.
but by the
Like,
way,
what
yeah,
is
crazy?
in
Like,
fair,
Like,
in
I don't
just
know
because
what
the player
you lot
moves to
think
a better
Jackson
team,
is.
that doesn't automatically mean extra goals.
but in
Doesn't always mean that.
fairness though, the guy is only 22 for a number 9. His potential, he's got a good ceiling in it, but it doesn't mean he's going to hit that ceiling.
Compared to Jackson's 23. What are we talking about?
No, but Jackson's not a 9. I don't even.
By the way, guys, how many goals did Jackson get last season?
Not a lot. I think it was like 11, 12, 13.
11.
Yeah, but most
I have a feeling it was
proper
30.
debut professional season,
He
bro.
got 14 goals. He
Yeah,
got
but-
14
context,
goals
man.
in his
But,
debut
yeah,
season
but
and was
let's not
labelled a
do
bum.
that. Let's not do
He
that.
Now
Yeah.
look how many
Yeah.
look at how many missed chances he had. How many big
But
chances
Yes,
he had
of
that was missed.
course. But my point
And this
is,
season.
my
Jackson
point
is not a 9,
is
man.
that my point is Jackson was able to miss chances because Chelsea are obviously able to create more. But Jackson is going to get you 12 to 15 goals in the Prem.
But with the
Yeah.
chances that
That's
we
the
were creating,
bottom
he
line.
should have had
Man will
20,
laugh.
bro. He should have
Man
had
will
20.
laugh, yeah. Man will laugh, but he's not better than Havertz, bro. I'm being real. He's not better than Havertz.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
He's not.
Do you know what? Yeah, this is fine, innit? Because next season, this is ridiculous. Next season, we will see it.
No, Delap.
As a number 9.
Delap's not better than Havertz.
This is ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous.
Nah.
Yeah, please
Nah,
just
man.
go and watch
Yeah,
back his
but
game.
you
You
said
can't
he's
tell
better
me.
than
It's cool. I'll be with you. They will see soon.
Thank you, Specs, bro. This is ridiculous.
They'll
I
see,
can't believe what I'm hearing. I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Anyway,
What is come from me?
You think Delap's going to save your bacon?
How about this? Yeah, I'm gonna say it right now. Yeah,
You're
I'm gonna say it right
crazy.
now. And this is something that you lot can clip. Yeah, give me an option. Yeah, the same 30 million. Yeah, give me the same 30 million option for sat right now on the table for Delap, Solanke, and Watkins. I'm taking Delap. I'm not even thinking twice. I'm taking them over Watkins. I'm taking them over Solanke. I'm taking them over.
It don't matter. Anyways, by the way, it doesn't matter because he's coming to my club regardless. So it is what it is.
Did man say Watkins?
I'm telling you, now,
he's my problem
even if he
to deal with.
snubs us,
He's my
even if
problem
he
to deal
snubs us
with.
and goes to United,
The
yeah,
same
let's just say
Watkins who's
somehow
had
I
a
have
shit
problems
season.
with
the same energy.
Wait, the same Watkins,
Okay, but
the same Watkins who's lost his place to Duran, who's lost his place to Rashford and still has 15 goals. That Watkins and 7 assists. That Watkins.
Yeah, Watkins needs about 5
Yeah,
chances.
that Watkins.
In a great, in a better,
that has about 30 big chances this missed this season.
Oh, this whole better
much
team
bigger
thing
team.
is pissing me off.
But you got
It's true though.
You got to put it into account though. You can't dismiss that.
Right,
Listen,
if
bro,
Messi
no,
was in
you know what?
Ipswich, would he be the best player in the world? No.
How about this? If you sign for Arsenal tomorrow, you're not going to be playing in transition. You're going to be playing against low blocks, bro. If you sign for Liverpool tomorrow, you're playing against low blocks. You're playing against low blocks. You think Isak and Gordon? You think Isak and Gordon are going to be playing against? Are going to be, bro? Isak and Gordon have scored bare goals on transition. Bare goals in transition this season. You think Isak and Gordon are going to be playing against low blocks?
Yeah, but that's the same. That's the
people will then go and tell you that.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's the same way, yeah. By the way, Jackson misses bare big chances, but a lot of Jackson's goals comes against teams that are not in low
these
blocks.
men play against low blocks. None of Delap. All these men don't play against low blocks, bro. What are we doing?
This is once. This doesn't work with Delap though. You think it doesn't work with the look at the goals he scored.
Why can't he adapt?
Look at the quality of goals. Look at the quality of goals when he is surrounded by defenders non-stop.
But at this moment in time, this man isn't playing against low
By
blocks.
the way, this is the same guy. This is
plays for a better team.
Look at how many goals he scored in the
match. By the way, this is the same guy that tried to gas up Xerxes to me as a 9 at Bologna, by the way, that barely scored much goals.
Yes, I said 9. I said he's a baller. He's a baller. I said he's a baller. He's
the same people that tell you very good.
And he's not a 9.
He's not a goal scorer.
Crazy.
You tried to gas up Hoyland for 18 months. Never talk to me about strikers. Never talk to me about strikers.
But I didn't gas him. I just backed him. That's it.
Hoyland, you know.
Yeah,
I just backed the striker, and now he finished.
Same shit. That's criminal. And the
but
bottom line is, you can't watch Xerxes play and tell me he's not.
By the way,
Delap's not rubbish. He's not rubbish. He's not better.
By the way, you called it my man Jamar, so stop it. And also as well, he's a scrub.
So you know the Jamar thing's a joke. He's obviously
but Jamar's a scrub.
Regardless of what you think, I said that Xerxes is a very good player. Not a very good player. Am I wrong?
Fanback's player. Not really, but Fanback's player. Who cares? Anyways, I only back Hoyland due to his age at that point. But my thing is, I didn't say by the way, I said I don't want the lap, but I take him. But let's not act like the lap link up is crap, by the way, because it's not.
But why do you want more young players?
Again, I keep saying, bro. Look at his quality. Look at the quality of his goals.
I don't want more. I'm getting Cunha. He's like 25, bro. Like, or going on 26, and all that kind of stuff.
So Rasmus and Xerxes are 1 year apart, by the way.
By the way, I wasn't convinced of Xerxes as a number 9 for goal scoring opportunities, but bar that he's just much better than Højlund as a footballer, regardless. So I don't give a shit. Højlund don't even score goals, so that's that. That was a quick decision made, and within what 4 was it? What was it? 4 weeks? I think it was 4 weeks. That's all it took. That's it.
Right.
No, the lap's not dead. He's definitely not dead.
As I said, everyone wants to crash on guys like everyone wants to crash on guys like Sancho, like he ain't got more GA than Odegaard. Anyway, that's Karen.
Relax.
Well, the same one I called Odegaard world class. What's it called? Blaze says, Mons will say Huijsen might go to Chelsea for the money. Meanwhile, a certain club is begging their players to stay after offering 400k, but Chelsea only / money.
Can I say though, like
I didn't say Huijsen will go to Chelsea for the money. They offer long contracts that don't pay a lot. So
Liverpool had no choice but to pay £400,000. For me, I don't really feel like it's the worst thing because who the hell were they gonna get? That is
bro, he's the best centre back in the world,
but
man.
At the same time,
you gotta do it, man. Like
it's just
you know
scary
I mean?
because the father time comes out and literally it could just happen whenever and then he just falls off and then
one thing I'll give to the lap though,
you don't have to acknowledge it. They're just annoyed, isn't it?
One thing I'll give to that lap though, he contributes to overall like the attack, like as in the whole team kind of game in it.
Everything.
Where's that? Yeah, I like him. I like Strand Larsen though. You're talking like Strand Larsen's a scrub. I like Strand Larsen.
He's not a scrub. Strand Larsen's a ball.
His hold up play as well.
He just doesn't have the same PR.
I'm telling you now, like this is another assessment because I think you can say if you put him in a better team, you put Strand Larsen in a team, let's say like Palaces or something like that, or someone that can run off of him like Sarr and all that, rather than Sarabia or whatever his name is, or whoever it may be on the right hand side. I think he does much more well than a team that barely creates and relies on Cunha to create for him. I'm just saying that, innit?
I like that Evan Nielsen as well, though. I do like him.
He's okay.
Evan Nielsen's better than Delap.
I think he is.
Evan Nielsen's better than Delap.
Evan Nielsen's like 29 years of age, isn't it?
But the thing is with Evan Nielsen, I look at him as more of a false
25.
9. Like, he's not.
He's a 9, bro.
Yeah, but he plays more like a false 9. Like he's
not even. He's 25. Yeah. He's 25, bro.
He's 25, isn't it? Yeah. And he's come to a new environment of a new.
Yeah, no.
As I said, it's all about PR. Because his dad has a long throw. Because his dad has a long throw in that. Man are just gassing up this youth. I don't know how you can be a Chelsea fan and go, like, how you can say with your heart.
I don't trust me. I don't just look at any track and think, yeah, you're the one, bro. That's not what I do.
Is the answer. Liam Delap is the answer to our
Solanke buried a lot of goals in that team as well. He scored 19. So it's
you talk about Jackson, yeah. You're saying Jackson when he's on fire and does what
he's dead now because I need to go sleep. You lot are pissing me off now. More talent, Sheikh Med. What goal difference is what they don't want? I don't know. Is he better than Nunes? Yeah, that's what I thought. He is better than Nunes. Big up Gunali, backed Liverpool from day one, not once, except for the Scousers.
What?
I don't know.
Yo, I need my flowers for that though. I need my flowers for that.
By the way, I need to go sleep. I swear that I'm knackered, man. Please, man, them go support Spurs Kings TV, all that good stuff. Yada yada yada. I'm gone. Allow it. 11 a.m.